Hey guys, it's Sarah, and today we're going to talk about what I'm going to be planning to read for the month of August. I have some plans. I have some good review books I need to do. I was hoping to have a little bit more of a head start on my review books for August, but I ended up picking up some things I just wanted to read. So I'm not regretting anything about that, but I do have some catch up to do on that, but I'm not super concerned about it. It's not too much, but let me show you what I have planned, and then we're going to pick some TBR Jar books because I want to. Okay, so the first one that I'm planning to read, and I'm starting at August 1st because two booktubers that I really like, Vicky and Bobby, have started their own book club, and it's called the Random Book Club or the Random Reads Book Club? Something like that. It's on Goodreads. I'll leave a link to it down below if you guys want to check it out. But basically, they have been buddy reading a book every other month for a couple of years now, and they decided to make it into a book club instead. So the first book that they picked for their one is that one that they're starting in August, and I was so excited to see it because it's a book I've had on my shelf for a while, and it's one I've definitely wanted to get to, and that is North and South by John Jakes. Now, this is a huge Civil War era book, but I loved this miniseries when I was growing up. I watched it multiple times. Even looking at the books on my shelves makes me want to watch that miniseries again. It's so good. But yeah, so this is the first book. There's a trilogy, but I'm excited to start reading it finally. This is a really good push to get me to do it. Now I have tabbed it out. They have it into different sections according to their Goodreads group. And since they are buddy reading a book every other month, I'm assuming we have 2 months to read this, which is great. So I can take my time. I do plan to kind of get through one section a week. That's kind of my game plan right now. So but yeah, it is long. It is not small print. I always say that, not small print. That's not what I mean. It's not big print. It is small print. I don't know why I say it like that all the time, and I always catch myself, but I'm still excited because I just loved this miniseries. And I know once I start reading this, I'm going to want to watch the miniseries again. So yeah, but I'm very excited. So this follows two men who meet in military school. They become very fast friends at military school. And then, I think it's West Point actually is where they meet. And then the country breaks out into civil war. One of these men is from the South and one of these men is from the North. That's why it's called North and South. And so they're fighting on either side, and that, but they're still friends. So, it's so good. And a lot happens in here. I mean, this is Civil War era. So many things are happening. There's a lot about slavery in here. Lincoln is in here, like all sorts of stuff. So I'm very excited to finally get started. I do not plan to read this entire thing in the month of August, but I'm going to at least get started on it. Another one that I have is the last book that I need to read for my 5-year unhaul project, and that is Sabriel by Garth Nix. Now, I do want to do another follow-up for my 5-year unhaul project at the end of August. So I plan to read this month. It is very short. It is a fantasy. And when I was showing what I had to read for this round of it, a lot of you guys were telling me you have to get to this one. It's so good. I'm like, okay, it's a short fantasy. I can do that. So I do plan to read this one. And a book that I'm planning to actually listen to on audio very soon, like in the next couple days, I plan to start this, and that is Song of the Crimson Flower by Julie C. Dow. This is a book that I got from Bookish First a while ago. It came out in November of 2019, and I got it a little bit before that. So it's been out for a bit, and I just haven't gotten to it yet, but I do need to review it for the Bookish First website. So it's definitely one I need to read, and I think I did start this at one point, but I never picked it back up, and I didn't get very far. I think I only got a chapter into it or something. So, but I do have the audiobook currently checked out from my library. It's already on my phone, so it's ready to go. So this will be definitely the first audiobook I listen to. Okay, so those are some of the physical books, and then the rest of them are going to be either audiobooks that I don't have the physical books for, or they're going to be review books that I need to read on my Kindle. So the first one is one I'm currently reading. That's Louisiana Lucky. This is by Julie Pinnell, and this one follows 3 sisters who have sort of a little tradition that they created where once a month they will get together and they will drink and they will eat and they will gossip and they will play the lottery. And that's just kind of a little tradition that they started doing. And one of those nights, they actually win the lottery. And it's something that all three of them need, but they're all three need some sort of financial assistance that they feel would help their lives be a lot better. Will it? I guess we'll see. Yeah, so I'm currently reading that one. Another one that I'm going to be reading, and actually I had it listed for Kindle, but I just got a copy of it in the mail. That is The Lost Jewels, and this is by Christy Manning. I haven't even hauled this one yet, but I was sent a physical copy as well as a NetGalley copy from the publisher, so that was very nice. But this one follows the royal family, I believe. There is an American jewelry historian, and she gets some sort of phone call asking her to come and I think evaluate some jewels that were found. And it's in London, so she is actually having to she's looking for an escape anyway, so she decides to take this on. And then it also follows a timeline in 1912, and that is where these jewels are prominent, I guess. So I think you're following these two different timelines, discovering where the jewels came from and then where the jewels actually did come from. So sounds interesting. I've been wanting to read something by this author. She also wrote The Song of the Jade Lily, which I haven't read, but I was definitely interested in. So I'm excited to see what this one is going to be all about. The next one I have is No Offense by Meg Cabot. This is a follow-up to the book that I read last month, No Judgments. And this one is the one that I really wanted to read in this, I guess, companion series, because the main character in this one is a librarian. So yes, please on that. So I want to see what that's all about. So I do plan to read this one on my Kindle this month as well. And then I also have a book that it's not coming out until September, but it's coming out early September, and that's when I need to kind of have a review ready to go for it. So I'm going to try to read it this month instead. And that is The White Coat Diaries, and this is by Maddie Sinha. I wanted to make sure I said that correctly. I hope I did. And this is a medical drama that follows, I believe, a young woman who is going through her residency, and she falls in love with a surgeon, and they start a relationship. However, I think there's some malpractice that happens that she witnesses, and she has to make those decisions on, is she going to do the right thing in reporting this and standing up for it, or is she going to follow her heart, because I think it involves the man that she's in love with. So that sounds very Grey's Anatomy to me. And then the last one that I plan to listen to as well this month is The Switch by Beth O'Leary. Now, I got this on audio through NetGalley. They are starting that this month. They just released audiobooks available on NetGalley, and you actually listen to it on their app, which I haven't tried yet, but I've heard it was fine. So I went ahead and grabbed this one because it was available as for like an instant download type thing. I didn't have to get approved, and it was one that I've been looking forward to because I loved The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary, and I knew I wanted to read this one as well. So I'm very excited to give this one a listen, and I'm hoping I'm going to love it. And it'll be my first time listening on NetGalley, so I'll let you know how that experience goes. But that is definitely another one that I plan to listen to this month. Okay, so those are all the books that I have the plans for. I also do need to read 2 more of my 5-star predictions this month, because I have 4 total still to read. I'm lagging a little bit in that, so I need to make sure I pick up at least 2 of those. I don't know which ones I'm going to pick up yet, though, so I'm just going to pick up whatever I feel like. But I definitely want to pick out some TBR Jar, but I have other things stuffed in here. Hang on. Like stuffed everything I use for this in here and for the move, and I didn't take it out yet. Okay, I still want to pick out a couple of these just because it's fun. No, I haven't read everything that I picked out this year, but I have read a couple. But I still want to do it, so I don't want to not. All right, so we're gonna pick out 2. Maybe that could be a little bit. I would be challenging myself this month if I picked 2, but I think I can still do it, but it wouldn't be too overwhelming. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, let's pick 2. Now, these are prompts. These are not books written down, book titles or anything. These are prompts. So I will pick 1 prompt and pick a book based on that prompt. So let's do this one. Okay. Oh, no. Josh's pick. All right, so that means my husband is going to pick a book for me to read. he's home. So let's do that. Okay, so he didn't even have to think about it. He picked Batman, Nightwalker by Marie Lu. He knew that I had read Wonder Woman. So he said, what's the next one in that series? I said, Batman. He's like, yeah, read that one. Okay, done. So, all right. And Batman is his favorite. So this will be good. But it's pretty short, actually. So yeah, I'm excited about this one. Okay, and since we picked one out, I'm going to pick a different one and replace that. So let's replace it with a Bookish First book. So that'll be good. So I will put that in the jar. All right, and let's pick one more. Let's see. Always try to get down in the bottom. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. Oh, finish a series. Oh gosh. What would finish a series? Well, I know what would finish a series. I'll go get it. This would finish a series. Yeah. This is book number 3 in the Caraval series, Finale by Stephanie Garber. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about this one. It would finish a series, so that would be good. I just haven't heard the best things, so I'm a little like, ugh. But I did have plans to buddy read this with my friend Jenny, so I'm going to give her a call today and see if she wants to dive into this sometime this month, even if it's towards the end of the month. Not a big deal, but maybe we can get started on it soon. So I will give her a call and see if she wants to, but I will at least pick this up this month for sure. So that's a good push to finish a series. Okay, and we will replace that one with Great American Read. So something off the Great American Read list. Okay, guys, those are going to be my reading plans for August. That's 12 books. That's a lot, but it's fine. It's challenging. I think I could probably do that. So, yeah. Wish me luck. Let me know what your plans are for the month of August. I definitely want to know those. And I will see you guys again soon. Have a great day.